Hi everybody, my name is Alicia Lyttle with Internet Income Jamaica, and I'm so excited that you are here on this webinar with us today. What I'm going to do in the next 60 minutes or less is I am going to teach you how you can create your own opportunities online and earn money as an online freelancer. What we're going to be talking about today is how you can take the skills and the knowledge that you have and use it to make money online. Now, most of you that are listening, I'm thinking 99% of you are from Jamaica. So you're living in Jamaica, but I want you to know that everything, so am I, but everything that we're talking about on this webinar is going to be in US dollars. So whenever I talk about a dollar amount, I am not talking in Jamaican dollars, I'm talking in US dollars, because US dollars is the currency of the internet. That's what you're going to be earning online. Now, when I first started teaching this in Jamaica, the exchange rate, US dollar to the Jamaican dollar, was 82 to 1. 82 to 1. What is it now? What's the exchange rate now? Type it in the chat box. I have not seen it recently. I thought it was 120, but not really sure. Does anybody know what the exchange rate is? Tell me in the chat box. So I see a lot of 121. So it looks like we're at about 121, a little bit over 121. So gosh, I cannot believe it. So 121 about US dollar to Jamaican dollar. So I will leave this disclaimer that I cannot teach you how to make Jamaican dollars. I can only teach you how to make US dollars. So if that's a problem with you, if you would prefer to make Jamaican dollars, you can go ahead and come off of this webinar. It's all right. If you don't want to make US dollars, you're going to have to hang up and leave the webinar now. But if you want US dollars, then type USD in the chat box. I'm all about the USD. It's like USD, USD, right? Let's make some US dollars here. You take that USD and you bring it into Jamaica and spend it locally. And boy, that does so good for you, doesn't it, right? Earning US dollars will do really good for you, but it also does really good for the local economy. So I'm all about USD. Nigel says USD and proud. Yes, I'm with you on that one. So as we're talking about USD, and I'm just going to, let me move on to the next slide really quickly. I'm just going to say real quick, my name is Alicia Lyttle. And that's a picture of me right there. I'm an internet marketer. What that means is that I have been working online and working for myself since the year 2000. And I have traveled the world teaching internet marketing and how to make money online and how to make money on Amazon and eBay and just all sorts of things. I'm so passionate about this. I'm an author. I have books in the Amazon Kindle, physical books. I've got courses all over the internet. I'm a speaker. And I've traveled the world from India to China and Japan. I had to have translators there. I've traveled to Dubai, South Africa. I'm going to South Africa again next month, Nigeria, all over the UK, Australia, New Zealand. If you love to travel, say love it in the chat box, because I absolutely love to travel, and I just travel with my laptop and most of the time with my sister, and we're running our business from our laptop, and I absolutely love it. Some people don't like to travel, but I have been so blessed to be able to travel the world and teach what I know, but I feel even more blessed to be able to teach it here in Jamaica because I'm a Jamaican. Yes, my dad is from Jamaica, and my dad's whole side is here. My grandmother lives maybe 10 minutes away from me in Kingston. She turned 101 this year. Yes, she's 101 years old. And my, aunts, uncles, cousin, everybody on my dad's side's here in Jamaica. So I'm a Jamaican, just mean born and raised in America, time in Jamaica, but now I live full time in Jamaica. I don't come back and forth anymore. And my mom is from Guyana, so she's from South America. So I'm a true Caribbean woman and proud of it, but even more proud that I'm teaching this in Jamaica. So we do have a physical office. I saw someone type this in. Let me see if I can scroll back up and see who said this, because this is so, let me see if I can find it. This is so common that people say this. I can't find who said it, but somebody said, they're a little bit worried about this internet income stuff, because there's a lot of scams out there, and you don't know what's coming into your email, if it's real or not. And I'm with you. Of course there are. I've been scammed, right? There are a lot of scams out there. It's so true. So in order for you to feel more comfortable, I always show people a picture of me. Hang on. Go back. I show you a picture of me. I tell you my real name. I tell you where my office is located. In fact, I'll take a minute right now. Go ahead and write that down. If you want to write it down, you can write down all of our contact details. The first number is our office number. The second is Sue's cell phone and her WhatsApp number. And that's our physical address. We're at the Ligor Business Center, third year there. If you want to find us, you can find us there. So there are a lot of scams out there on the internet, so you do need to be careful. The reason why we do hands-on training and have people bring a laptop and set them up in our office is because a lot of people really are afraid of what comes in their email and clicking and buying courses online and that kind of stuff. So let's just put that to rest. You know who I am, you know where I work, you got my phone number, and we're real, right? We're real and passionate about this. And this is a picture of me and my little sister, Lorette. That's me at the top and my sister, Lorette. This is actually when we were in South Africa. We were on a safari. So my sister lives on the Montego Bay side, and I live in Kingston. We have these awesome classes in our office. At the front there is Sue Tanya, and you can see all the laptops and people in the class just learning how to earn online. And you'll hear some of their stories at the end, but just wanted to show you this picture to say, hey, this is what we do. We're just bringing part of this class on a webinar tonight for you. So let's go ahead and jump into it and get started. I know you're ready. So what I want you to know is that I'm talking about how you can make money on the internet, and it's booming right now. Like, people earning online it's crazy. People are earning so much money online, living their passions, feeling really good about it. But when you're first getting started, it's really hard to understand what you're going to sell online. So I want you to think about the different things that you want to sell online. So we're talking about like things that you're good at, stuff you do at work, stuff you do in your community, stuff people say that you're good at. So let's start with there. You can just type it in the chat box. Tell me 3 things that you're good at. What are you good at? It could be, if you're an accountant, you're good at accounting or typing or writing or proofreading, or Georgette says organizing events, videography. If you speak well, think about 3 things that you're good at, and I want you to type it in the chat box. We're not going to move on till the next slide until you type it in the chat box. So go ahead, start typing in the chat box. You need to really look at this and understand that you have the ability to make money online because you have skills, right? So maybe it's something that you do at work or something that you do in your community or people say that you're good at. We're talking about skills like graphic design or typing, proofreading, accounting, dancing, cooking. It can be anything, but things that you're really good at. All right, so a lot of you are typing in what you're good at, creating PowerPoint presentations, brochures, typing, proofreading. All right, we've got a lot of people typing in what they're good at. So Jeanette says secretarial duties. That's a really big one. They're called virtual assistants when you move those secretarial duties online. So keep typing, guys. Keep typing. We're talking about the things that you're good at. But in addition to the things that you're good at, what about the things that you love? What are you passionate about? What do you love to do? Maybe not what you're getting paid for now, not what you're doing at work, but what do you love to do? Tell me 3 things that you love to do. Now, this could be stuff like you like tutoring students, or you like playing soccer, or you really love dancing, or you love watching movies, right? What do you really love to do? Maybe it's singing, or Renee says taking pictures. Wow. Youth empowerment programs, planning events, teaching, designing posters, right? So for some of you, like Kezia, she said it's the same things that apply. So she's saying that the things she's good at are also the things she is passionate about and loves to do. Now, for a lot of people, the thing that they do at work is not necessarily the thing that they're passionate about and love to do. So that's what I want to make sure that you're thinking about. Now, what do you love to do? A lot of times we'll say, all right, what you love to do is like, what would you do for free? So even if you weren't being paid to do it, what do you love to do? Dog walking. I don't know. Type it in. All right, I'm going to give you 30 more seconds. Think about it. Type it in. I'm looking to make sure that every single one of you has typed in something that you love to do. Counseling people, that's a good one. Relationship advice, swimming, socializing. Keep going. Type it in, people. Type it in. I have a few people I'm waiting on before we move to the next one. All right, dressing up, surfing the internet. That's a really great one. Motivational speeches. Love taking photographs, playing board games. All right, good job, guys. Good job. Now, what if I told you that you could take the things that you're good at and the things that you love to do and turn that into making money online? So if you love researching, Sybil loves researching. Sybil, how would you like to make $1,000 US? Remember, I only talk US dollars. $1,000 US a month researching online. Would you like that? Would that be good for you, right? So, Judith says research again. Stephanie says she loves Facebook. Nigel, anything designing. Stephanie, browsing Instagram. So you guys really have identified what you love and what you're passionate about. So if you could make money online from your skills and passions, would you want to? Yes or no? Not all of us want to be entrepreneurs or online entrepreneurs. It's not for everybody. Definitely it's not for everybody. You really have to want to do it. You really have to want to do it. So yes or no, if you could make money online, this means work. We're not talking about any scammy things. We're talking actually about working. If you could work online, doing your passions, working for a company, maybe in Australia or clients anywhere, would you want to? All right, you guys are saying yes, heck yes. Great. So 100% of you have said yes, 100% of you. So here I'm going to tell you my favorite site for you guys to work on. This site is called Fiverr, and let me see if I can put the link in the chat box for you. This is your first link of the night, and this is one of the sites that we teach people how to make money on that really works well. Let me see. Oops, I just sent it. I'm going to send it back in the chat box, and then I just want to make sure that everybody's got it. Hang on one sec. I think I just sent it to you, Sue, but I'm going to send it to everybody now. All right, if you're on with me live, you should be able to click on that link and get to it. So you should. All right, it looks like you guys got the link now. Sue, click on that link and tell me if it's all good. Just make sure for me. Let's see. All right, so, all right, so have some of you heard about this site before but haven't made money on it? So I see Eileen says never made money on it. All right, if you're not seeing the link, you just type in what's on your screen right here. If you're taking notes, I want you to write it down right now because you're going to go to this website after the presentation. Just want to give everybody 30 more seconds to make sure that they've got that link. So some of you have heard of it but never made money on it. Or some of you have joined but it's difficult to get money on it. And that's really true. See, this is why we have hands-on training, because it really is difficult when you don't know like the secret sauce of how to make money on this website. So write it down and at least you have it. If you need to get more in-depth training on it, you know that you can come to our training, but everybody's got it, right? So that's the link. That's the site that we're going to be talking about. Now, here is what it looks like when you make some money on Fiverr. We have an awesome Facebook group for our students. It's one of my favorite things. I'm in that group every day. And here's what one of our students posted in the Facebook group. I made over $7,000 on Fiverr so far, and I'm just doing transcription. And this is a shot of his revenue. I'm not sure if it was a girl or a guy, actually. But if you look at the revenue earned, you can see that it's $7,496 that they've earned so far, and they have $552 coming to them. So they'll be over $8,000 just doing transcription. Do you guys know what transcription is? Do you know what transcription is? Let me see if everybody knows what transcription is. Yes, okay. Let me see. Are you guys on this slide? Yes. Oh no, the slide paused. Sorry. All right, thank you for telling me that. Hang on, 30 seconds. All right, you should see the updated slide now. Right. Yes, okay, great. Now you see the updated slide. So it just shows the revenues right here, how much is earned, 7,496, and upcoming earnings. It's small, hard to see, but it says 552. So this person will almost be at $8,000 revenue earned just by doing transcription. What transcription is this whole webinar that we're doing right now, I'm recording it. If I sent my recording to this person right here, they would type it up. That's transcription. Now, there are tools, Sue actually teaches this in the class, but there are tools that you use that make transcription a lot easier. Like, there are some really cool tools that you use that will type up the words for you when you speak it out. Really cool stuff to do transcription. Anyway, how many of you would like to make an extra $8,000 US typing up some transcription? Not too bad, right? Not too bad. But we're going to keep going because I've got some other examples for you. Now, I want to show you what some other people are making on Fiverr. Now, this is one of my favorite girls that does voiceover on Fiverr. So she says that she has made over 30,000 orders on Fiverr. Her best-selling package is at $10. Now, if we multiply 30,000 times $10, that's over $300,000. And what currency am I talking in, people? What currency am I talking in? Tell me in the chat box, what currency am I talking in? She has made over 300,000, that's right, US dollars working on Fiverr. So talking, like recording voicemail greetings, or I don't know, talking. Now, she has been on, I just calculated how long she's been on and how much she's made a year doing it approximately. So she's probably made around $75,000 a year talking. Wow. Say wow in the chat box. Not too bad. And you can do this. We have 2 girls in Jamaica who do voiceover that are making really good money from it. And we've got a webinar with one tomorrow. Actually, if you're not signed up for that webinar, we'll make sure that you get an email about it. But the possibilities with Fiverr, 75,000 US dollars a year. If that could make a difference in your life, say yes in the chat box. If you're like, I will take that. I will take 75,000 US dollars a year. That would be really nice, especially for just talking into a microphone. Okay? All right. Yes. Oh, some people are asking about tomorrow's webinar. I'll let you know about it at the end of the presentation. But tomorrow we're going to talk about just voiceover. So $75,000 a year, and she's talking. We have somebody that makes logo design on Fiverr. Now they have completed 42,000 orders. Probably their best-selling package is at $25. So if we do 42,000 orders times $25, that's over 1 million US dollars. Over 1 million US dollars designing logos on Fiverr. And if we say, all right, you know, let's say that you're only charging $10 a logo and you make 42,000 sales, you would have still made like 420,000 US dollars. This person, though, has been working on Fiverr for 3 years, so they probably made from, I'm guessing, the lowest 140,000 US dollars to 350,000 US dollars a year doing logo design. Now, I know I had some graphic designers in that chat box, so if you're a graphic designer and you can make logos, just say logo in the chat box, because I know there are a lot of you on here who could use logos, you know, do logos and make money from it. You just need to position yourself right and know what people are looking for. So let me show you, let me just talk about an idea really quickly. Now, you don't even have to be able to do logos yourself. Like, I design logos, but I am not a graphic designer. I don't have Photoshop. I don't have logo design skills. All I did was I got a logo design software. Oh my gosh, OMG, there are softwares out there that will design the logos for you. Like, this right here was designed, you can just design it with a software. So I don't have the softwares in front of me now, but it's in our Facebook group. I always talk about it with our current students. I give them a whole bunch of software to be able to do this kind of stuff. Or think about this. What if you teamed up with a logo designer? So you know a logo designer who can make logos. You can't design to save your life. You are not good at designing, but what if you teamed up with them? So you're like, I'll run the business, you do the logos, and we'll split $1 million. Is that fair? Would you do that? Would you want to team up with a logo designer? So thinking about, thinking about the different opportunities, just be creative. Be creative. We call this thinking like a marketer. You'll hear us say that in class all the time. Like, think like a marketer. Just think creatively how you can take things to the next level. All right, let's keep going. This is somebody who does some internet marketing stuff. It's called, anyway, SEO backlinks. Anyway, they have 100,000 orders at $15. That's, oh, my math is off. I have an extra zero, right? But that's $1,500,000 doing logo design. doing this internet marketing thing. I don't have time to explain what it is. They're just using a software to do something, basically. Now, if they only made $10 an order, let's say you're going to do it and only charge 10 instead of 15, that's still $1 million. And this person's been on for 4 years, so they've clocked about $375,000 a year. Now, the reason I wanted to show you these examples is because a lot of people think that this site, Fiverr or freelancing, is just for the people that want to make an extra $50 a month. And that's not true. People are making great salaries and great livings and becoming very wealthy off of working on this site. Now, in our class, you'll hear me say this a lot, but I know that for most of us, we are not going to get wealthy off of this local economy. We really need to go global to build our wealth and to create wealth. And that's what we're doing here. This person is from, I believe, Malaysia, and they're on the site and they have clients from all over the world. We're talking about going global. So really getting out of just Jamaica, right? Really go global and go far with it. Here's somebody else who does some internet marketing stuff. And Sue, if you can help Dione in the chat box for me, reconnect her audio. So here's somebody that has sold over 200,000, made over 200,000 orders on Fiverr. At about $20 is their best-selling package. You can see it here. That's $4 million US that the person has made. $4 million US. I know. This seems like it's too good to be true, doesn't it? I mean, really, people are making a living online on this site, Fiverr. You've heard about it before, but you haven't seen the examples. So this person has been online for 4 years, and I've hired this person to do a ton of stuff for me before. They're using some software to do stuff, but I'd rather hire them than buy the software myself. Anyway, in 4 years, that's $1 million a year. Now we're just not talking about making an extra $50. We're talking about the potential of making $1 million a year. So there really is a lot of potential on the site. So how does it work? Well, it's really easy to get started. Now, I gave you all the link. You have the link to get started. It's a little bit more difficult to understand how to set everything up correctly. And that's why we have a 2-day hands-on training where you bring your laptop and we help you do it. But in essence, it's pretty easy to get started. You don't have to build a website or anything like that. A lot of people visit the website looking for people to do work for them. So really, here's the key. If you build your own website and put up your orders or things that you want people to buy, what's the problem? Nobody's coming to your website. You have to go out there and pull people into your website. We call it driving traffic to your website. But what if you put yourself and your services on a website that got a ton of traffic? Like this website is getting a ton of traffic. Let me show you how much traffic they're getting in a minute. And the next thing is it's really easy to pay for things. So I want to buy something from you. It's really easy to buy from you, and then it's also really easy to get paid. So I'm going to type this into the chat box for you guys. The card that everyone uses, actually, Sue, do you have the link? That I sent you the link in email if you type it in for me. Let me see. Otherwise, I'll have to minimize my screen here. Hang on for 1 second, guys. So this is the link to get your card. I'm typing it in the chat box, so you can just click on it. Let me just make sure I'm spelling that right. Oh, Sue beat me to it. She's so awesome. This is the link to sign up to get a debit MasterCard. It's a MasterCard debit card, so that means you can use it online to buy stuff online or in a store as a MasterCard. But basically what happens is you work on these sites. When you work on these sites, okay, so let's say I'm going to hire Georgette. So I'm going to hire Georgette to do work for me, and I'm going to pay her, but I want to make sure that, you know, I'm going to get the work. If I just send the money to her, how do I know that she's going to do the work? And she does not want to start the work until she knows that she's going to get paid. So here's how they do it. It's like escrow, if you're familiar with that. But I pay Fiverr. Fiverr holds on to the money. Georgette knows it's there. Georgette does the work. Georgette delivers the work to me, and Fiverr releases the money to Georgette. We are both happy. We both get what we want, right? Fiverr brings Georgette to me. So after I've earned my money, now I have the money from, you know, I have money from working for all these people, or let's say Georgette. Georgette has money from working for all these people. And now what she does is inside the site, she tells the site, all right, take my money and load it onto my card. She then takes this card to an ATM machine and gets out her money. If she wants to get out US dollars, she's going to take it to a Scotia machine. If she wants to get out Jamaican dollars, she's going to take it to an NCB machine, because by far NCB has the best rates for taking out your US dollars and converting it and the ATM rate, okay? So that's what she's going to do. So the money is loaded onto this card. I'm going to show you some chat of people talking about their card at the end, but what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and order your card now, because our class is the first weekend in March. If you order your card now, you will have your card by the time class is over, maybe before it starts. It takes 2.5 weeks to 3 weeks to get here. So if you already have one, it looks like some of you already have one. We do send this link out quite a bit and tell people to order their card before they come to class, so that when you start earning your money, you can load your money onto the card. So yes, any site that you're going to work on, that we're going to teach you how to work on, Fiverr, Upwork, all these different sites, they will load your money onto this card. So this is the card that you need to get regardless, okay? You do not have to pay for the card. You don't have to pay for shipping for the card. The card does have a yearly fee, and the yearly fee is $29 US. But what they've done is when you sign up with this link, they give you $25 back on the card when you load your first $100. So your yearly fee for the first year is like less than $4. So it's not bad, the yearly fee. And then you will love and appreciate this card so much that that yearly fee will be well worth it. You won't even notice. But all right, so a lot of you say that you got the card, so how do you order the card? George is asking, how do you order the card? Well, when you go to this link, and go to it after the webinar, click on it now so it's open on your computer, but after the webinar, you're going to fill out the information. Just follow the instructions that it tells you to follow, and your card will come to you in the mail. And then when you come to class, you can bring the card with you, and we'll tell you everything that you need to know about loading money on the card. So you can't load your money onto just any card. Like somebody else is saying, what about a Visa debit card? Will that work? No. You have to have this card to load the money onto. It's tied into the system. Okay, so if you are outside of Jamaica, you can use PayPal and get a PayPal card. I see Kezia asking that question. Now, they do have PayPal, but most people in Jamaica that don't have a U.S. bank account, a U.S. address, cannot get a PayPal card. So if you want a card where you can take out your money, this is absolutely the best option for you, and we love this card. When I first started teaching in Jamaica, everybody had to get their money on PayPal, which meant that when they loaded their money in PayPal, they had to request a check. The check took 3 weeks to get here, then 30 days to clear. Wow, it was painful for people. Like, they want their money fast. Now with this Payoneer card, it's like load your money, spend your money. It's really easy to do, okay? So yeah, so if you have a PayPal account and not a PayPal card, you know, that's a possibility too, but then you just have to, you can't really spend the money at the local grocery store, right? So anyway, I'm going to move on from this if everybody's got it, but you need to get this card. Bottom line, everyone gets this card unless you're in the US and you have a PayPal card. But if you are in Jamaica or the Caribbean, you need to get this card, this Payoneer card. All right. Now, I was talking about how you want to get on Fiverr because it's getting a ton of traffic. So this is some stats from November, but when you look in November of 2015, the site got 24.8 million visitors, and when people come to this site, they're looking for something to buy. Now, does anybody get more than 24.8 million visitors on their website on this call? Most of you don't even have a website, so get on theirs. They have a ton of visitors. Now, you can see that they've got a lot of traffic from the U.S., like 45% of their traffic comes from the U.S., and then you've got Canada, United Kingdom, India, Australia. Like, there's traffic coming from all over, and you will have clients from all over the world, not just these countries, all countries that you cannot even pronounce. Trust me, you will have clients from places you can't even pronounce. It is really global. So once you're on this site, you know, you're here in Jamaica, but when you're on this site, you're like selling to people. Oh, wait, the screen paused. Sorry. Darn. Hang on 1 second. I'm going to go back one slide. Didn't know that the screen paused. Hang on 1 sec. I was just talking, this slide here, just catching up, shows the visitors on Fiverr. We're talking about 24 million visitors on Fiverr, and it gets a whole bunch of traffic from all these other countries. Pretty amazing. Pretty powerful site. And the site is so global, right? We're talking about here we are in Jamaica, but look at this, like people all over the world will be ordering from you. You will feel so special when you have orders from like Italy and the Ukraine and Australia and New Zealand. It's a really cool thing to be so global. So one site can make you a global business. So cool, really is. Love the times that we're in right now. And when I go back and I think of the example of someone that made $4 million on Fiverr, I'm like, that is a lot of money. Aren't you ready to get a piece of that? I mean, okay, let's even just say that this year you made 10,000 US dollars. Let's not even 4 million, but 10,000 US dollars this year. That would be nice. That would make a difference in your life. You could pay some bills with that, right? So think about the possibilities of, you know, I'm showing you the big examples just so you can see what's possible. But, you know, being realistic as well, let's think about how much money do you want to make? Realistically, if you needed to, you know, you want to pay your bills and have a little extra, type into the chat box, how much do you want to make? I'm going to give you 30 seconds of silence to think about it, and I'm going to come back to you. Type it into the chat box. It's just me and Sue that are going to see it, but you have 30 seconds of silence to think about that number. Pay your bills, earn something extra, be comfortable. Type it in the chat box. 30 seconds starts now. All right, you guys have used your 30 seconds wisely. So some of you are typing in for the year or per month or, let me see. Some of you say you have no limit, like some of you are dreaming really big and some of you are being realistic. So I see a lot of people are typing in, you know, 500 a week, 1,000 a month. Some of you, 50,000 a year, 700 a month. So you know your number of how much you want to make. And really, anyone working on this site successfully will tell you it's up to you. It's about how much time you put into it, how much effort you put into it, what you do that the trainers teach you how to do, like follow in the footsteps of success. And, you know, do what you need to do to make it happen, but it's totally up to you, and you have to understand that. We can teach you everything that you need to know. So, you know, I've told you, you've identified your passions, you know what you could do and what you could do on this site. We don't have a lot of time left, so I don't have a lot of time to talk about how to do it step by step. You can try it yourself. You can come to class. I can see some frustration in the chat box. Those of you who have tried it yourself, I encourage you, bring your laptop, come to class. Watch us walk through it with you step by step and really lead you through it. So identifying how much you want to make is really critical in understanding why this is, you know, why this is so important for you and what's possible for you. So I haven't seen anybody being ridiculous in the chat box except someone that's like 10 million US a year. That might be far-fetched, but anything is possible, right? Anything is possible. So, all right, let's keep moving here. You guys have your number, so we're going to keep moving. So I'm going to encourage you to come to our class. So the class price is 15,000 Jamaican dollars to learn how to do this step by step, but I'm going to give you an early bird special at the end of this presentation because we're not done yet. If you would like a discount for class, like, you know, $15,000 is not bad to be able to make a ton of money each and every month. In fact, someone sent me a message on Facebook that said 20 years after they graduated from college, they were still paying their student loans. I was like, 20 years later? Oh my gosh, how painful, right? So I will keep going and give you a discount if you really want it. If you really want a discount, type discount in the chat box. And, you know, enough people type it in, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. So you'll see that that's the price, the regular price of our class. But we'll give you a discount. But we're not done yet. I promised you I would show you some people and talk about what they were doing. So here's somebody that wrote to us, or this is actually posted in our Facebook group, and they say, when I first saw the commercial on TV, I thought there's no way this is a scam because it was getting so much legitimate publicity. I just remember going online and getting as much information as I could. About a month of just looking on the internet, I said to myself, I got to try this out. I had gotten a bonus at work, so I was able to cover the cost of class, called in sick those 2 days, and went to the boot camp. When I sat there, I was like, okay, I'm going to get rich. And then the class started, and I started to feel like I made a mistake because it seemed hard, but I think it was worth the effort. I think it was the effort that scared me, and knowing that it wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. But after 10 months of awesome experiences and awesome opportunities, I can definitely say that it was worth it. I've been having a blast, so I thank you. This is just one of the many. So they got one order for $325, right? So, I mean, the class is, yeah, anyway, the price of the class is so small. This is US dollars. This is just one order they got in. Absolutely awesome. This is one of our favorite students, Diane, and what I love about Diane is she's always getting like bonuses and tips. Now, I'm just going to skip through it, and she said that she got an order for $295. She has another project lined up. This was the second order, $45 an order. You know, you can just see she's just so happy, all of the money that she's making, and she's doing extremely well and working full time. Here's one of my favorite girls on the planet, Miss Garvey, and she posted this after class, June 5th. She said, I hit a milestone. I finally made $1,000 in revenue since going to the boot camp, but I started earning like the second week in February. Going to the boot camp has unlocked so many avenues and possibilities. I even made it into the acknowledgement of several books because she's doing writing and editing. And I've worked for some really cool people. I'm only 17, guys, read that. She says, I'm only 17, but I already have so many references and friends in the business world that I could use to propel myself further when I'm finally finished with school. Thank you, Internet Income Jamaica. Everyone in this group is amazing. So After you take the class, you're put into a Facebook group and we help you and support you forever. She got a lot of help in that Facebook group after. But if you could spend $15,000, so that's like 150 US dollars to make 1,000. Let's just talk about investment. So you spend 150 and you make 1,000. The great thing about Miss Garvey is after this, she posted that she was making about $1,300 a month each and every month at 17. Like, the girl then went and traveled to the US, bought a new phone. We're just so proud of her. It's like, yeah, she's absolutely awesome. Here's Michael. Michael says, anyway, he's just giving a big thanks and showing his revenue here. Look at his revenue, $8,000 in 12 months. So, and had, let's see, some upcoming earnings. I can't read it. It's kind of small there, but not bad. If you could make an extra $8,000 in 12 months, I saw a lot of you would have liked that, right? So here's Sandy. Sandy says, I love this one. She posted this in the group, took the time to make the collage in our Facebook group, and she said, this is my why right here. The reason why I had to do something different with my life. I can never provide for him, she's talking about her son, on a 9-to-5 salary. Thanks for opening my eyes, IIJ. Today I was able to celebrate my son's first birthday with ease. I didn't have to call in sick or ask for a day off because I'm now my own boss. There is so much to say, but I'm tired from all the celebration. So the reason why Sandy took our class is because she wanted that time with her son. What's your why? Like, why are you going to come to our class? Is it that you want to spend more time for your kids or pay for your kids' college or buy a new house or a new car or just to have more money? Like, what is your why? Type it in the chat box. Is it because you want to work from home and work for yourself, or what's your why? It's really important to know that, because what kept pushing Sandy when she had so many orders and so many clients and she wanted to go to bed instead of doing her work or running her business is that she understood why she was doing it, right? She really understood why she wanted to have more money and have some financial freedom. So, right, okay, to work for myself. All right, a lot of you are understanding your whys. For a lot of you, it could be your kids or making more money. We've had a lot of people come to our class, a huge amount of people that were retired but needed to make additional income, and they've done amazingly well. In fact, the Gleaner covered the story of a lady who was 68 years old, retired, and it was probably in less than 2 years she made $1 million Jamaican dollars working on the site, and she was so excited as a retiree to have made, you know, some extra money working online. So, all right, I'm seeing pay my son's college, student loan, don't want to worry about money, need additional income just to survive, so that's a good why, right? Too much stress and pressure in the working world, want to save for my retirement, want to take some family vacations, want to complete the house, need to retire early, want to go on vacation. You guys, really good job. You're identifying your why, and that is so important. I want to tell you a story about one of our students, Aisha. She came to our class, and she was having such a hard time putting the money together, like finding the money to come to class, and she eventually did, and she complained about the price of the class, and we're like, look, it's 2 days, lifetime support, like for the rest of your life we will help you. The class fee does not cover everything we'll do for you, but we need that to at least cover something. So she was like, okay. So she paid the class fee, and then a month later she starts complaining that she's making too much money while she was saying that she has too much clients and too much work to do. So, you know, just really interesting. Anyway, I love her story. Aisha, eventually she got married and used her money from working online to pay for part of her wedding, and she had her reception in our office at Internet Income Jamaica, the place that she learned how to work online. It was like really anyway, just great story. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Anyway, here's another good one. I love this one by Maxine. OMG, I can't believe it. It actually works. I went to the NCB Bank on the Go ATM to use my Fiverr Payoneer card. For the first time, I put in the password, I selected credit card option and entered the amount I needed in Jamaican currency, and the money came out. I thought it was going to give me some error message or something. I could not believe it. This thing is for real. This thing is for real. Oh my God. I can go ahead and pay some bills. Thanks again. You know, I just love her message. It's so much fun. And you can see we've whited out some stuff here. Or she whited it out, I think, before she posted it. But I just want you to promise me that after you've made your first money online and you take your money out of the ATM machine, that you send us a really nice message, because this is why we do it. Like, we love seeing these messages. Imagine what it must be like to be me and Sue and our trainers that get the opportunity to change lives and make a difference and get messages like Sandy's and Maxine's, and Michael's and Devani's and Diane's. Like, could you imagine being in our shoes? It's the best thing ever. So say sure if you're going to do that. When you make your money, you just send back a message and let us know that you're doing good, because that's really important to us. That's our why. You have your why, and that's our why. You know, this is our why. Here's Camille. I can't sleep because of Fiverr and Upwork. Oh, OMG, the orders just keep coming in. I'm tired and I want to sleep. But a girl got to do the job. Thanks, IIJ. I feel so independent earning my own money online. How would you feel earning your own money online? Is that the right word for you too? Would you feel more independent if you were earning your own money online? Yeah? I know for a lot of people that's something that they really want. So it's time for class. I'm going to answer some questions, but a lot of people are asking how to register for the next class. So let me take care of that first. Save your questions, and we'll do a Q&A session at the end. So yes, the class, we have it at our early bird special because we've got some time till the next class. Hey, Sue, when is the date of the next class? It's the first weekend in March, right? The first weekend in March, so it's after payday, everybody. And it's at a really good time after election, all that good stuff. So it's 10,000 Jamaican dollars, and here's what you get. Unbelievable for the price. You get 2 days of training, and it's hands-on. You bring a laptop, and you do everything in class. Here's what I promise you. When you come to class, before you eat lunch on the first day, you will have something, your first offer up and online, ready to make you money, right? One of our classes recently, someone went to lunch and came back and they had made money. Oh my gosh, we were all really celebrating. It was so fast. But the reason that this happens, and the reason a lot of you are saying that you've been on Fiverr before but you haven't made a sale, is you just don't know how to do it right. You have to sit there for a whole day and understand, sorry, I get so passionate, I'm losing my voice, but you have to sit there and follow step-by-step guidelines on how to do it, because the way that we tackle Fiverr is in an internet marketing style. We're like, all right, you need to pay attention to your title and your key, like all the things that you need to pay attention to. We have to walk you through those, because you really need to, you need to understand why, right? You really need to understand why we do things the way that we do, is because we know how to rank you high on the site, how you can get found, right? So it's 2 days of training, hands-on. You'll be taught by a trainer, and then there are other trainers walking around in the room helping you. Some students come back to help, but that hands-on is so necessary, because you know what? When we do lecture-style classes, nobody goes home and does the homework. It's like we have to force you to help yourself. You understand what I mean? But it's true. It really works. It covers your handouts and unlimited lifetime support. People who came to our first class back in 2011 still get free support. It sounds crazy. Everybody's like, nobody in Jamaica does that, but we do, and we think it's really important. If that's important to you, unlimited lifetime support, and you want that, you want to be able to ask a question and get an answer for the rest of your life, if that's important to you, say me in the chat box, because for a lot of people, it's really important. Imagine going to a class like this, and after class is over, we're like, okay, that's it, close the door, we don't care about you anymore, bye, go do your thing. No, we have to keep giving you lessons and training, and I should have logged into our Facebook group, because inside that group, you're going to see our trainers, especially our trainer Kamani. He's constantly putting content in this site. We're teaching transcription. Like, it's continuing education. If you think you can just take a class and not have to learn anything else new, you're wrong. You should always be learning. You always need to be learning, right? So we give unlimited lifetime support. And then we have a Facebook group where you can ask questions. And we also do these great mastermind sessions. They're held by Sue and Kamani. And you can come into our office for free, bring your laptop back and ask any questions. And they teach you something new in the class as well. So we've got these mastermind sessions as well. So let's see. I'm going to read your questions in a minute. I just want to go through this real quick. So everybody understands it's only 10,000 Jamaican dollars for 2 days of training. That's both days of training, hands-on. You're bringing your laptop connected. You're using our internet. You have handouts. You're going to get unlimited lifetime support after you leave the class, Facebook group, come back for a mastermind session, and you never have to pay for that unlimited support ever again because we are awesome. Yes, we are, and we love what we do. So here's how you can find out more and register. So if you go to internetincomejamaica.com/register, just go to our website and click on register. You will be able to register for the class on the internet. On the internet, we charge $97 for the class. We do have credit card fees and stuff when you order online. So if you're buying the class online with a credit card, it's $97, and you can go ahead and sign up for that class now. The early bird special, I saw Sue type it in, ends on Monday. So I want to make sure that you really get in on the early bird special. And we are closed on Thursday. So, and if you need anything, we're going to get to that in a second. But we're located, unit number 8, in the Lee Gore Business Center, which is in 31 Upper Waterloo Road. There's our phone number. Write this down. That's our office number and our WhatsApp number. And this is the place where we do all of our training. You can see some classes there. We're doing training as often as possible. This is where we do our training in this office. So if you guys have any questions, I'll take the questions now. But before we do that, because seats are limited and Sue has already sold a lot of tickets to the class, if you are ready to go to this class, if you're ready to make some US dollars, if you're ready to take your income earning to the next level, right? Be financially independent, all those reasons why. Make that extra US dollars online. I just want you to type "I'm in" the chat box, and we'll make sure that you're safe. We'll make sure that you get a seat, and we'll worry about the payments and stuff with you. So if you are in, you want to make sure that you're in class. We always sell out of these classes. That's probably the saddest part about it. We had over 200 people register for this class, and we have maybe 60 seats left. It's really not fair, right? So, and then after this class, 3 days later, I'm off to Africa for most of the rest of the month. So I'll be doing this class and then flying out. So I really want to make sure that you get in this class before I leave. Type "I'm in" the chat box. If you're ready to come to this class, type "I'm in" the chat box, and we'll make sure that you're safe, that we save a seat for you, and Sue will contact you. If you want us to call you on the phone, you can say "I'm in" and put your phone number there so that we can make sure that we reach out to you as well. The class it's only $10,000 if you pay cash. It's $97 if you pay online, and you can also do a bank transfer. So if you want us to call you to talk about it more, we can give you a call tomorrow. Type your number into that chat box and we'll call you tomorrow. So I am so excited. I see all of you typing "I'm in" the chat box. Shawnette, you're in. We've got you. You are safe. You will have a seat in class tomorrow. You are safe. Ava Don, you are safe. Camille, Kevin, Sybil Brown, you are safe. Kezia, all right, check with your schedule, but we'll tentatively hold a seat for you. Shelly Ann, you are safe. George, you're in. We've got you. You're safe. Janet, you're in. We've got you. You're safe. Suzette, the class is the first weekend in March 4th through 6th. So let me explain that. You will come either all day Friday or all day Saturday, 9 to 5. So you pick a day. Friday or Saturday is day 1. And then you'll come again on Sunday for day 2, but it's only half a day. So on Sunday, you're either going to come in the morning session, or if you go to church, you'll come in the afternoon session. So we have 2 sessions on Sunday. So you will pick which day that you want to come. If you want to come Friday or Saturday, and then Sunday morning or afternoon. And that's how we do 2 classes, because we don't want the classes to be too big, right? You have to limit the classes for space reasons, and because it's hands-on, we have to have a lot of trainers in the room, right? So, all right, if you're in, I'm keeping up with you here. And Judith, we've got you. You're in. Daniel, we've got you. You're in. Camille, Otelia, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, but I want you to know that you are safe. Camille Clark, you are safe. Let's see. Tamara, we've got you. You are safe. You are in. Shawnette, we've got you. You are safe. Omari, we've got you. Winsome, you are safe. You are in. Suzette, we've got you. Sasha Gay, you are in. You are safe. All right, Denise, we see you on Saturday and Sunday afternoon. So, guys, thank you so much for being on this webinar. If you have not gotten a chance to give us your phone number yet and you want to come to the next class, type your number in that chat box. We will make sure that you're safe and that you have a seat in the class. Now, if you have any questions, now is the time to ask them. So ask your questions in the phone box. All right, I see Nicole says, I'm in. Yay, I'm so excited. We are so excited that you are coming to class. So yay, excited on both parts. If you can tell, myself, Sue hasn't talked yet tonight, but you'll see the same energy from her. We love this. Like, this is our passion. We love it. It's fun to help people and to see people make money, especially people who spend all this money on college, then can't get a job, then come to our class and voila, they're earning and making more money than they ever thought possible. It's a beautiful position for us to be in. It's like, it's 2016. What I always tell people is, if you don't come to this class, like, all right, March 4th through 6th, 2016, you come to class, you start earning money, life is better. 2016 is your best year yet. You don't come to class, and 1 year later, March 4th through 6th, you're remembering, oh, Alicia had a class this time last year, and if I would have gone, oh my gosh, I probably would have been able to, you know, pay a down payment on a house or gotten a nicer car, or I would have been able to pay for the kids' school fees. Like, what if you don't come to class and you think about it a year later and you still, you hear me talk about it and you hear me with more success stories and you got left behind because you didn't want to come to class? I mean, really think about it. If you want 2016 to be your best year yet, you have to invest in yourself. You have to take it up a notch. You have to do something different if you want something to change. If you want to make more money, learn how to make more money, right? You know, I heard someone once say that they wanted to win the lottery, and they were like, oh, I really want to win the lottery. I hope I win the lottery. You know what I would do with that money if I won the lottery? And I said, did you buy a lottery ticket? And they said, no. I'm like, well, how are you going to win the lottery if you don't even buy a ticket, right? Same thing here. Oh, I want to make more money. I want, you know, to build an online business. Well, if you don't come to class to learn how to do it, how are you going to make more money? How are you going to take, you know, build a global business? It's just, it'll just snap for you when you come to class. And I'm not, you know, when I showed you the testimonials, people said it wasn't easy. It's real work. They're doing work. It's not anything that's too good to be true. Trust me, if you're afraid of work, if you can't put in the time and can't manage a business and can't manage clients, then it's not for you. This is for somebody who really says, you know what, it's time to take it to the next level. I'm going to take responsibility for myself, my financial future, and my family's, and I can do it. I know I can do it, right? And if I can do it, you can do it. So, yeah, people are asking if they can pay at the office. Absolutely. You can pay at the office. Again, we are open every day, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And you can always call us. We're closed election day, but you can always call us as well to, if you want to make sure that we're there. But you can always come in and register. Sue, Tanya, Travia, Lucy, we've got all these girls who will register you for the class. So, you do not need to, somebody's asking if you have to have your Payoneer card before you come to class. No, you do not have to have your card before you come to class. I'm just telling you to apply for it now because it takes time to come in the mail. Because I know everybody who's on this webinar, you're going to come to class, so you might as well get your card, right? So we're going to get, if I don't get to all of your questions, then we'll send you emails tomorrow. So I see Sue trying to answer a lot of the questions, but we have so many people on this webinar right now and so many questions coming in. So I'm going to get to your questions now. If you have a question, type it in the chat box. type it in, or if you want us to call you tomorrow, type in your number. Here we go. Winsome says, is there a great demand for proofreading? Oh my gosh. Proofreading, if you read the Gleaner article about us, proofreading was what the lady that was retired talks about. She does proofreading and editing. It's because people like me who write fast and need somebody to check it, we all need proofreaders. If you are a writer, a proofreader, an editor, you are in the money. You just say cha-ching because it's really good for you. Let's see. May I pay at your office? Absolutely. What about doing technical documents and research papers? So if you can use Google, this class is for you because online research always sells. It's like people will pay other people to do research for them. It's true, but it's so, yeah, it really is amazing. Okay. How to get started online as a data entry. So when you're on the site, Sue actually, I think we actually use data entry as an example a lot, but you will just set yourself up to do data entry. It's that simple. We just have to walk you through it and you'll set yourself up to do it. Going to call you for directions. Absolutely. You can call us for directions. So on Waterloo Road, if you know where Mega Mart is on Waterloo Road, we're next door in the Legor Business Center, and we're unit number 8. So everybody always knows where Mega Mart is on Waterloo Road. So that's the easy landmark. We're like we're on the same side of the road. We're just the next center over from Mega Mart. Really easy to find. VoiceOver. Yes, VoiceOver always does so well. So if you like to use your voice, then I definitely recommend you use it. Right now, as I'm talking to you, I do voiceover. So I'm using my microphone that I do voiceover in, and it's pretty simple. You could do phone greetings, radio commercials, DJ drops, all sorts of things. What is your bank wire information for wire transfer? So Sue will help you with that. So let's see. Isn't there a class February end of month? There was a class, but because of a lot of stuff going on right now, we moved it to the beginning of March. So the class is the beginning of March. That is our next class. I know a lot of you want to take class sooner, but it's the first weekend in March. It's good timing. So just get yourself ready from now to come to that class first weekend of March. The title of the next class is, do you mean our March class? It's freelancing. It's just on freelancing. Let's see. All right. When you guys are filling out the application for your Payoneer card, getting ready for class, you're getting your Payoneer card, the zip code for Jamaica to put in, just put in 5 zeros. So we say that in class. I forgot to mention it here. Do you have to have a distinct voice for voiceover? Now, people hire all types of voices. I will tell you that the girls that are doing it in Jamaica are doing a lot of voiceovers for African clients because there aren't enough people in Africa doing voiceover, so they hire the Jamaicans to do the voiceovers for African commercials. Really interesting. Our Jamaican girls get a ton of voiceovers. And then voiceover work from Africans. But yeah, you'll get it. You just sell your accent. Whatever you have, you sell it, you know? All right, somebody else is asking about bank transfer. Can I do a third-party transfer to your account? So Sue's going to take care of you guys. When is there going to be another class after the first weekend in March? I am not sure yet. As I mentioned, we're going to Africa to teach this after that. So, sorry, I'll email you and let you know, but I'm not sure when the next class would be. Do you have to have a credit card? No. So if you want to pay for class, you can pay for the class in cash if you don't want to pay on the internet with a credit card, or you can do a wire transfer, a bank transfer is what they call it, a bank transfer, and we can assist you with that. In order to register for class, you do have to pay for it in advance. So we do recommend that you pay for class in advance. That's the only way we can save a seat. It's not really fair to save a seat for someone who doesn't pay and register for it, because on the day of class we get so many people that forgot, didn't pay ahead of time and want to come in. So we just have to be careful with it. So you do have to pay in order to register for class. It's the true registration. Let's see, Camille, I'm looking for you're asking about a MoBay class. We do have a class in Montego Bay. We do have people from all over the island that come to this class in Kingston. So you can be from anywhere. Every class will have Montego Bay, Ocho Rios. If you need housing and accommodations while you're in Kingston, let us know. We do have a place that we work with. It's called Crescent Court that we can shuttle you back and forth from our office if you want to stay, and we get you a discount to stay there. So if you do need to come into Kingston and want to stay overnight, usually the people that come, they'll come in for the Saturday class and stay overnight till Sunday, or they go back and forth, or seems like everybody has friends and family in Kingston, right? In Montego Bay, we'd have to look for accommodations, but we don't really recommend any place really in Montego Bay. Just talking about Kingston. We do like it when you come to Kingston because it's our office, our internet, kind of our environment, so it's a lot easier for us. Let's see. As it relates to voiceovers, don't you need studio equipment? Nope, really you need a microphone, and a microphone can cost you $50 US or less, and some easy to use software that's free on the computer. It's called Audacity. It's pretty easy to do voiceover with minimal equipment. Okay, so Renee says, do you need a studio mic, soundproof room, and so on? Because I'm good at voiceover. Renee, what I recommend to a lot of people is that you do your recordings in a closet with clothes so that you've got some, it kind of prevents your voice from bouncing all over the place. So to be honest with you, lots of our students do their voiceovers in their closet. No professional studio equipment here, no. Let's see. After payment, how do you register? So Sybil, once you pay, that is your registration. That's all you need. You're going to pay, you're going to register, you're going to confirm the days that you want to come, and our team puts you on the sheet, and when you come into class, you're already on the registration sheet, and you've got a seat. That's it. All right. Okay, I've got to wrap it up, so trying to see if there are any last-minute pressing questions. Anything else about registration? Type it in the chat box now. We've got 2 minutes before we got to get off of here. 2 minutes. Let's see. Do we have classes that deal with specific topics like transcription and data entry? Yes, we do. And Sutanya can tell you more about that, Tracy. That's our virtual assistant class, always a good class as well. Once you come into our classes, you'll see that we have other classes. You could learn website design. You could learn blogging, writing a book. We have a great publishing class. So make sure that you're following us on Facebook, and you'll be on our email list now, and we'll send you notifications of free webinars and other classes. All right, any other questions? Last chance for questions. No other questions? So I look forward to seeing you guys all at the class. Yay, we are done. You have spent a great hour and 15 minutes with us. Did you enjoy the presentation? I hope you do. Let me know what you thought about the presentation. Type it in the chat box because I really enjoyed doing it. Try to keep it as short as possible, but I wanted you to see what's possible and definitely what we offer. And your homework now is to get that Payoneer card, to start to identify what you're good at and what you could sell in class. We'll be sending you a handout in your email for you to start to fill out and start to think about before you come to class. And then let's rock it in class. For you, 2016 will be your best year yet. I'm so sure of it, and I know you are too. If you are, just type yes in the chat box. Give me some exclamation marks, because it's time to get excited. You deserve it. Don't you deserve to make more money? Don't you deserve this year to be your best year yet? You do. And if you're on this webinar, you understand the power of knowledge, right? Learning something new. It's time for you to take your life to the next level. I work hard each and every day to take my life and the life of my family to the next level. And I work extremely hard with my trainers to help you take your life to the next level. So don't take it for granted. This training is absolutely amazing. The lifetime support is absolutely amazing. And you've got my guarantee and commitment to you that I will do everything in my power and in the power of our business to help you succeed. If you want it as bad as I want it for you, then we're in it together and it will work. So thank you guys so much for being here on the webinar. I appreciate you all. This is your year. Let's make it your best year yet. I will see you at the training March 4th through 6th in Kingston in the Ligor Business Center in our office. We will make sure tomorrow that we get you registered. Make sure that you get the early bird discount. That means signing up for class by Monday. If you need to work with Sutanya or anybody in our office with that, we will make sure to work with you on it because we want to make sure you get it at the discount. And yeah, I will see you there. Congratulations for making it through the whole webinar, and it's time to rock it. Thanks, guys. Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye. Thanks, Sue, for the chat box.